This feels like the start of a Lana video. 8:45 a.m. The dreamers awake me again. Oh. Oh man. This doesn't look liminal though. Can I just say that? Right out the gate? This is 0%. Oh! Whoa, achievements. Who sets an alarm for 6:43? Me. Trying to be up in time for stream. Oh. This must be a clue. Okay, so... like a water tower maybe, right? Maybe a water tower? Maybe. You thinking it's an amogus? Thought it was a chair. It could be a stool. Stick girl with hands on her hips. Well, there's the water tower over there. Yeah, this appears to be a very important water tower. I'm wondering how they're gonna effectively generate tension in this space. Vacant daylight is definitely somewhat liminal, but also is ultimately, not. Unless it's sufficiently Truman-esque, which I don't think can be captured for me. Is it representative of some sort of non-white anxiety of like rural farm communities mixed with the suburbia? Like, I guess this is very white, right? Like this idea of like rolling. It's getting a little darker, I guess. This idea of like rolling green hills and like farmhouses that are kind of like all cookie cutter. Oh dear. Okay, the light's totally going down. Okay, this is getting scary. Never mind. Yeah, there's definitely something a little uncanny about it. The tension I ordered! Oh, that's spooky. I'm staying inside till the light comes up. I think horrors will walk by if you stare out the window. That would be a good addition. I wonder if the giant smiley face balls are here, if there will be some more area appropriate horror. God, it feels so close. If only I could hop a fence. I feel like I just want to like slide on my butt down the sill. I wanna peel some of the curtains off the windows and ride down the curtains on the hill slopes. I feel bad for whoever came up with like the kind of parquet that then became popular for like linoleum, because it's like, you know, that must have chapped his ass. Better or worse than the pool? Oh, worse for sure. Because it's not much of a vibe. It feels like a certain kind of hell, to be honest. Like, it's not really liminal, but it is a certain sort of terror. This is a place where, like, dreams die. There's no queer poly commune in a place like this. There's no YouTube channel happening here. Nobody's deving a game out here. John Waters style queer could thrive here, maybe.
I'm happy they're blowing people in bathrooms.
I don't know if I barely feel like such a queer even exists anymore, Jams. Isn't that brutal? Sometimes I feel like I'm like the last gay guy. I might actually be the last like sassy gay guy from the like the millennial pack. They're not on Twitch. That's fair. That's so fair. Well, how are they going to perpetuate the culture? Gay might be getting patched. Yeah, gay build is totally off meta right now, which is weird. This is a really hard one. Compared to the pools, this is just like... I don't know, it's not exactly an aesthetic. What would it take for me to live here for a year? Do I have internet? Really do with a little jump scare? I could take one. I could take a little one. Okay, as long as I can still work and there's some basic sustenance of some kind, I don't know, probably like 650,000. Pretty reasonable. How many people get in touch with your people? Yeah. This is basically like the greenest and least dry part of Australia, right? Anything happen at night yet? No. Just the sun goes down. They should have one of those Midsommar old people gets pushed off the water tower scenes here. Say I don't get blown up by a creeper. No way. Getting blown by a creeper at night? Damn. Walking in a house and people are in there, that would be pretty spooky. Horse-sized spider strolling along the ridge of a hill, that would be pretty bad. Oh, Oh, look. Damn, I've got fucking eagle eyes. That's gotta be the exit. How blue my ball's about to be. Oh! No way. I'm hurrying so fast. The use of distance in this is amazing. This game is really such a masterpiece. Oh. It was always a dome! How do you feel knowing it was all fake? No way. Oh no. It's not a real door. No way. Oh. Wait. No. Yeah, maybe it opens at night. Oh. What a perfect play for my hope to be snatched out of my paws. Oh, what if the water tower has the key? Oh. No way. I still can't get out. No way. I went all the way to the ending without... So there was a key in the water tower? No way. That is the worst news I have ever heard in my life. That's brutal. I feel like we are the maximum distance possible from the water tower out here. Yeah, there's a huge missed opportunity for penguin belly maneuvers here. Yeah, I agree. I would put a jump fence button here. If these devs were ethical, fence jumping would be enabled once you touch the door. I've heard to hop a fence before. Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I've hopped fences plenty when I was a kid and a teen. There are places where fences are really more a suggestion than like a rule. Dating a hive mind raises a lot of questions. So you'd be uncomfortable dating a hive mind if the previous person who had the body wasn't gay. I would so here's what I would do. This is my and I actually did this thought experiment with some friends, asking what they would do. I actually asked a lot of people this, like, what would you do in the pluribus situation? For me, here's what I would do. This is where I would start, right? I would say, bring me everyone who I've ever encountered. Oh. Ugh, now it's day again. Anyway, so here's where I would start in a hive mind situation, like pluribus. I would want to know, show me everybody who is male, who has had a crush on me or wanted to fuck me in passing, who I've ever encountered. And then I would also, and then, you know, like, sort of like, maybe like cap that at like 60 or something. And, then rank them on like a presumed, based on my taste, scale. Anybody above like a 4 out of 10, I'd want to report for inspection. And then after that batch goes through, after I get to meet all those people who ever had a crush on me or who even wanted to have sex with me in passing, I figure out if I like any of them. I would then want a global search of anybody who in their past individual, based on their past individual tastes, who would find me sexually desirable anywhere in the world, and bring all of them reporting for duty, so that if you have sex with a hive mind, you can at least feel reassured that the person you're having sex with, if they ever become lucid of the fact that they're an individual and not part of the hive mind, that they'll feel a little less taken advantage of. And then, of course, if there's no good results for that, then, you know, you just start body shopping for whoever's the hottest slay you want to fuck, I guess. But, you know, start from a bedrock, right? Start from a bedrock. Oh, we feel so close to the water tower now. This is beautiful. I think we're literally back at the start of the game, though. I think this is literally like the very first house. Yep, 2-door house. Okay, so the mid door takes us not any closer, but not any further. Oh. It feels so close. I know it's not. Oh. Oh, that oh. Oh. Oh, we got it. Now we just have to find our way back out. Wow, I grabbed a key. The Ana key. Ha, ha, ha. Nothing scary has happened in this level so far, and I'm starting to wonder if it will. Other than the occasional weird sound. I awoke in the scrimbly by removing the totem. No! Favorite horror game? Okay, I think that actually brings up an important distinction. I really hate the conflation between survival horror and horror as genres. I feel like it feels dishonest to name a survival horror game as my favorite horror game because there's something to it that is different than the physical experience of playing a game that's like actually like more scary. I feel like I really like Silent Hill 3. I really like Remothered, but like these games don't really feel the same as playing like, I don't know, even like Five Nights at Freddy's or like Garden of Banban. Like there's something different going on. Yeah, Subnautica, right? Are these games really in the same pantheon as like Iron Lung, right? Like horror as a genre is so vast such that I feel like it's hard to answer what my favorite horror game is because like there's different flavors of horror that are so different. Like there's like the sort of like psychological engagement of something like Silent Hill 3 where you can definitely get a little scared, but it's not the same kind of scared. Horror and thriller. Yeah. Which raises the question, would it be more accurate to categorize something like Silent Hill 3 as a psychological thriller versus a psychological horror? That's certainly a distinction that I think has been made somewhat in film over the past 20, 30 years. Is Silent Hill 1, 2, and 3, are these survival horror or are they survivor like psychological thrillers? Even Resident Evil 2 and 4 are different balances of horror, thriller, and action. Yeah. Resident Evil 4 is way more like action oriented. I think the supernatural monster elements in Silent Hill could arguably push it into horror. They would totally be thrillers if they were movies. Right. Ooh, this white room. I really like the white room. It's very interesting to me. It feels a little dishonest to me to be like, oh, my favorite horror game, Silent Hill 3. And it's just like, I'm not playing Silent Hill 3 like being, oh, I knew it. God, I'm so good at video games. Clock it. The time it spent for me to get the key and then make it back to the door is pretty tight. I think that was pretty impressive. Cats always know the way home. That's so true. What's the most scary game I've played? Oh, it unironically might be the one we just uploaded as a YouTube video. No. Well, okay, it's hard to say because I'd say the scariest game that I played was Song of Horror. Hold on. Oh. Oh God. Oh God. This like plant that looks like a man sitting in a chair. I can't believe this isn't over yet. No way. I thought we were literally about to end that. You didn't think it was going to be that easy, did you? You know, for a minute there, yeah, I actually kind of did.
Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids.
Everyone's dunking the shit out of Quentin Tarantino, but Kill Bill was good. I never watched any other Tarantino movies. I haven't even seen Pulp Fiction. QT is hit and miss, but he's got the sauce. I've never played him. I never played. Oh, wait. I thought you meant PT. I thought you meant PT. Yeah, QT. Yeah. They call him Cutie because he's so damn precious. Yeah, he's literally always been like that. But they're beating his ass on Twitter these days. Chat. Okay. Here's the thing. What's your opinion? Honest opinion. If somebody could tell you there's something that I know that you don't know that I could tell you, but I'm not gonna tell you, would you want to know? Would you want to know, knowing that I wouldn't fulfill it? If I was just gonna say there's something that I've been wanting to tell you that I know, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. Would you want to know that I had that I had something dangling over your head? Not in a negative way. It would kill you not to know, especially if I told you that you knew something that I don't. That's what I think. I think that would get to most people. I'm surprised they made this level bonus long. That's kind of cool. I like that they added a little bonus. Oh. We're up here. Oh, hell yeah. Oh no. They're gonna do something to me, I just know it. Restricted area. Oh no. Rules: keep it tidy, color guidelines, quiet hours, and enjoy. Whoa. Oh my god! Argentina? Cowie reference? No way! Flag game paid off. I know so much about flags now, it's crazy. I'm guessing these are like dev screenshots. Oh my god. Oh my god. That really, I don't know why that startled me. That's good. That's a good bit. Stop. Oh no. That eye looks suspicious. Oh no. I just got an achievement. This is welcome to the neighborhood. There are more suburbs. No! 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 When is it going to end? When is it going to end? When? So there is a charming classic backrooms section in each one of these buildings. This music is really comforting, actually. I would listen to this music to relax after stream. How do I feel about the backrooms in general? I think it's an interesting setting. I like it mostly because it offers a free association space wherein I can essentially do the Minecraft jumping platformer puzzle challenge kind of content while talking over it. And so all of the Zoomers can sort of like space out to the words I use that they don't understand while they watch the hopping. God damn it. Interesting setting is yet to realize its full potential. A lot of spaghetti from what I've seen so far. For sure. Because the appeal of the liminal will only ever increase. The thing is, liminality is now reflected in the eyes of those who have never experienced it. So like, there is that confound, right? Because the kids are not familiar with some of the liminality that is institutional, like the bedrock of the liminal canon. The Western liminal canon is principled on a millennial point of view. Those millennial liminal spaces are less real to Zoomers and get less real with each year that passes. Yeah, kids these days don't know about the Dashcon ball pit. They don't know about mommy's office job. They don't know about going to a mall that's slowing down. Like they don't have this frame of reference. Their frame of reference for it is in horror games. They don't understand what it's meant to evoke. That will only keep increasing. It's the same way that like generally for the better, people don't know their like VTuber history. I've witnessed in like real time the most shocking shit, which is like this niche, it briefly popular exploded fan space of VTuber. People don't fucking know shit about what happened 3 or 4 years ago, other than the few bitchy catty queens who half know it and whisper it in the ears of their latest grooming target. Like that's unironically kind of the only thing keeping any VTuber lore alive. It's very strange. But like I've witnessed this sort of like cultural hollow out in real time on a very small scale of the way that like stuff that is known can move to be unknown. But you know, like that's true on a more societal level too. There's so many like young game devs, which is amazing. I really love that. I really love how many younger game devs are finding games accessible and like navigating it. And I think that part of it's due to the casino economy and the pressure on young people to find a way to make money that isn't traditional work. So more people are getting experimental with, you know, trying to get into game dev or whatever, right? But also like their production of like liminal horror, or like a lot of their like slice of life horror, is creating something that doesn't really exist for them. So like your gas station horror, okay, but like your like video rental store horror is always this like impression of an idea of what a video rental store was. Whereas like a millennial like myself, this haunted house where monsters live, like this is gothic, right? This is something precious that has been lost. And so the kids just don't relate to it the way that I'm relating to it. It's the equivalent of being like a fucking prince from like the 1870s, and I'm walking around like a Disney princess castle being like, this is my culture. What happened to this? Isn't right. What are all these people doing? What is everyone doing here? This is some weird reflection of my culture. This isn't, you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel stumbling through like a lot of like liminal content these days, because it's being reproduced by people who don't actually have that like first degree connection to what made it liminal in the first place. What if we'll see a new version of Backrooms someday that'll be a reflection of Gen Alpha? I have to think that there will be. I mean, unironically, like Gen Alpha might not actually find liminal experiences, like that might not be an emotion set that they have, like because like there's something culturally like pining to generate a liminal space. They might not pine for it. I think they have different like emotional schemas. They might not ever find that orientation towards it. Yeah, I don't know if Gen Alpha is going to have a physical space-based culture. Yeah, my duchy is not your costume. Backrooms are cultural appropriation. Unironically, empty Roblox rooms with heavy male breathing in the distance. That is unironically like the Gen Alpha horror, yeah. Well, you know, the internet is kind of dead, especially for young people. The internet is largely amalgamated in Twitter, Blue Sky, Facebook, Discord, Roblox. These are the spaces that Gen Alpha is coagulating in. This is where their congestion lies. Yeah, their only nostalgic connection with it is through nostalgic media, like when they played a backroom of Voxlame during the pandemic lockdown, right? The real LLM hallucination is not going to be the LLM hallucination. It's going to be Gen Alpha hallucinating what Liminal meant to us. And the way that a lot of people in the 90s and the early thousands sort of hallucinated what being a teenager was going to be like, based off of their impression of like Heathers or Clueless. Oh, this is new. This is new. This looks new. Oh no. But did we go? I don't think we went anywhere new. No way, we didn't go anywhere new. Fuck, it's the same fucking place. Fuck, dude. You're not a video game, but I'm sure when you peek outside the time of day must be important, surely. I'm not a video game either. My name's not Shirley. Alright. Whoa, okay, this is a new shape. Devs politely installing a new shape for me to observe. I really wish game devs would worry more about making accessible games because it's way too easy to get lost in the backrooms, which is high-key not cool because some people get really stressed out when they get lost. If I was the backrooms devs, I'd have an accessibility feature for people who get stressed out when they feel lost to pull up a UI HUD that allows them to see where on the map they are and instantly teleport to the nearest progression point in the narrative. Because just because you're mentally disabled somehow doesn't mean you shouldn't be able to experience the joys of gaming. Accessible for my backrooms, how much money you got? My non-permanent grandma has a part-time job at Spencer's on her their way. not misgendering the grand mix. Hey, when you say grand mix, you gotta say Grantina. Damn. Games. I think the stealth genre mostly dried up after like, what was the last good stealth game? I don't know. I feel like stealth was a popular like PS1, PS2, Xbox 360 to a lesser extent genre. But then it's like after like Assassin's Creed 2, I feel like, did we get any good stealth games after that? Oh, is it? So this is not the pink one. That feel when he tells me to find the pink entrance. Bros. Yeah, Chad, help me find the pink. Guide me in. The real fucked up thing is that the run isn't faster. Oh, here's the pink one. This one will have a door. Is it this pink building? Oh, it's beeping again. Oh. Oh. Is this... Wait. No way. This can't be it. Is this it? No way. But the elevator beeping stopped. Oh no. Oh. Okay, I'm running. I'm running at high speeds through a red place. Oh. What the fuck? You didn't get this? What the? No. No. What the hell? Welcome to the guest house. Meet the new suburb. What the hell? No way! Let me out of here! Game devs, stop. Stop right now, you naughty boy. Achieved a paracasual extra walkthrough experience. A copy bespoke for streamers. Put into my hands. So what the hell are we looking for then? I cannot believe this is so long. This is honestly insane. I have to genuinely wonder who this was for. Grapefruit. This is some bubblicious. Bubblicious definition make them backrooms crazy. I'm on the fucking donut level, chat. Devs released bonus donut for me only. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god. Oh. Close, please. Then the bear attacks me. Oh. That is genuinely insane. Oh my god. That is nuts. Let me show you this map. Okay, I've got it partially cropped. But like, look at that. Look at that. Do you see all these little patterns? Look at how, honestly, look at how lucky I was that I was able to finish that so quick, because there were so many other ways to go. Damn. Obviously the help was clutch. That was really something. What an epic adventure.